Hi everyone. Draft mode. Draft mode is part of the Tunu Ni Na Na Dula Ni Na. พ่อยีนานานาตู้นีนาตู้ยีนานานาตู้นานานาตู้ยีนานานา I think there's a brand called Nana, N-A-N-A. I think there's the brand called that. But in that way, you need to include each mode swing. A mode swing is part of the or some kind of performance to material its availability before and after you contrive the element of design. Not really. In time, whether or not this is religion, the conference of the material can be pointing itself into each selection to rectify the prism and to spectate the EMPG. The EMPG is part of the pyramid. Yes, it's part of the pyramid. But the pyramid, it's by who? Egypt. But in return, nationally, the conference of the material can be animating into any particular way to include the subtitle. When you include the subtitle, you are endorsing or enduring into the people that are deaf, common. But when people who are deaf, they are selecting a certain amount of information data in the brain, not their mind, in the brain. It's part of the spine. Yes. When it's part of the spine, that's how when they were born, they were deaf. Where's the spine? Right here. But nationally, the condition of the R-ray has been pointing itself into each way it goes to confess the element of design nationally, the condition of a non-controller. The non-controller also means exporting in a certain amount of degree to align itself into a lessened amount of, I don't know. In time, to profound a certain amount of law, the element of design has been exceeding into the willful manner. The willful manner is part of the DSG or the DSP. I'm on DSP, who cares? I love it. It's one of my luckiest days. My partner pushed me out of the car. Oh, I see. That is a manner. Behavior and a manner. Oh. Behavior and a manner. What is the difference between a behavior and a manner for a artist or photographer or digital artist? To understand the physics, you need to understand the EMO, to elephant, the nature, and to widen your shortened sentence. When you widen your shortened sentence, you are applying for a bank fare. When you're applying for a bank fare, you have been deselected into option 2, which is Gucci. One of the most beautiful fashion, Gucci. I can't buy Gucci because it's too expensive, the original one. But if there is a duplicate or a dub, there you go, subtitle, dub. When there is a dub, it's just exactly the same copy. It's just a cheaper price. So what happened there? Will people buy it? Of course they buy it. Will they? Yes. Oh, really? Yes. Now when they buy it, do they go buy the original version? Oh, what for? Who cares? Gucci. It's by Leon. Leon is a bisexual god. Bisexual god? Oh dear. I don't get it. A god straight, gay, lesbian, bisexual, or tranny? I have no idea. And who cares? Oh. Manna. Manna! Look at my manna. What's this? Manna. Could be. There's no such things as God. Yinuna dulanana moyinana tuninanana toyinanana tuyinananana toyinananana oyinananana tuninanana tuyinanana tuyinanana tulinamala tuyinanana toyinanana tuninanana tulinanana mulananada tuninanana lulalada tuninanana lomamina tuninanana. Whether it's a prayer or whatever it is, it's undesirable to apply for an applicable transformation of Muslim. Point 6.9 into the hamstring of the body. That's how a human body was developed by, end of transmission, by, what am I going to call it? Smurf. That red character, Smurf. But anyway, in that EMP1 or EMPG, it has been reminding itself into a certain amount of program to transcript into the element of design and to nature, the wonderful world of wizard. The wonderful world of wizard means science. When it means science, it means a certain amount of production to service the fee and to bank sure to bank sure the conclusion of the element of nature. Money tree. Who make money back in the old days? Who started to make money? Silver. Where did they get the silver from? Silver, it's actually by the householder. Part of silver is by a householder. The element of the physics and the element of psychology and the element of a gold has been controlling into a part of silver, which means the real silver, 100% 0.9.37829 is part of my apology, Buddhism. Because when that got started, it's Buddha the main character? The main character? No. He only had 1.6 of the brain. Oh. The 1.6 of the brain means the fifth element of religion. The fifth element of religion. To conclude into a religious manner. Religious manner. I know there's not a lot of people that goes to church and the temple, but in return, nationally, the condition of method has been exceeding into a religious fool. Religious fool. Not fool. Fool. F-O-O. Fool. Means wonton. Wonton. What is wonton? Is that a Chinese food? I think so. In return, nationally, the condition of method has been concluding into a telegram to export into Europe. Yes. When you export into Europe, you are exposing into an hors d'oeuvre noon of the blue elephant. The blue elephant, it's one of the most strongest character in Buddhism. One of. I don't know him very well. But in time, the EMP3 and the D124 is part of Smurth to elect into a reference of controller and to elect into a reference of the archangel. Each archangel you are encoding into a non-pronoun. Non-pronoun. To reference each markup work and to reference numerology. When you do numerology, you are order system to reference a certain amount of production to service the fee and to apply for bankwell. Bankwell. Bankwell is not part of the bank fee. Bankwell is part of the IMG 2543. IMG 254G. The IMG, it's imagery. The imagery is part of the amphetamine. No, the enemy. Yes. IMG. Part of the enemy. Not enemy, but enemy. When I had the brain injury, if I did not fix it, I would not recognize the imagery of nature and just normal people, facial expression, etc. But it's just in return, somehow I repaired it. Nationally, the condition of method has been overdrawn. Yes, the condition of method has been overdrawn. When it's overdrawn, it's not applicable. No, it's not applicable for a certain amount of sensi. Sensi, not sissy. Sensi, sensi. Sensi is part of a sensation or sensitive. Sensation or a sensitive. That is in your feeling when you are sensitive. You can feel the way you work, and you can feel your physical exporting abduction, exporting, I can't pronounce that yet. Some of these things are not right as yet until I can problem solve the matter. When I problem solve the matter, I hope you guys enjoy my story. It will never end. And one day I will pass. And when I pass, what is this? Pause? Sensitivity? Sensitivity. Manner? Behavior? Vibration? Vibrator? Feeling your soul. Part of. Feeling your D2156. It's part of your feeling, D2156. Yes. D2156 belong to the reaction of the frontal lobe. Emotionally, because it was impaired, I do not understand people's sensibility. I worked my ass off to repair the system. And when I work my ass off to repair the system, I know what sensibility is. Sensibility, meditation, or conclusion. It's up to you. But that means psych. Psych. Okay. I already said God. I'm not God. So where does psych come from? Psych. Sorry, my apology, because sometimes I can spell things and sometimes I can't spell things. But when I record, it helps. Hopefully it helps you to know which wrong spelling. Psych. What is psych? Psych is the middle class. Psych is the middle class. The middle class is by imping into a reminder to conference the manuscript and to elect into a material to be available or unavailable, to distinguish your animation before and after it turns into the function order of roundabout. Roundabout. Roundabout also means bank statement, Wall Street, power of democracy, politics, self-esteem. Self-esteem. Self-esteem is not part of the brain injury. No. It's part of your tongue. Tasting. Tasting. Mineral or food? Alcohol or drugs? Tasting. Tasting is part of 21.9. From an egg? No. Sperm? No. From a lighting degree? No. Psychology? No. Leonardo da Vinci? No. Manuscript? No. Part of your strong feeling. When you have a strong feeling, how can you telemore a point of interest to conference the material and to be available to order 2249? Mathematically, the condition of the array has been pointing itself into a program. As each program, you are widen your wooden no. You are widen the length capacity. The length capacity of a developing fee. Because each fee, whether or not is applicable, you can have a wonderful manner. Wonderful manner. Manner, self-esteem. Behavior, self-esteem? No. Manner is part of self-esteem, sort of, not really, until I can work out psychology. But in return, nationally, the function of order has been porting itself into a listening program. The listening program has been exceeded into each paragram, and each paragram you are deselecting option 5 to reference a certain amount of stock, no, intake, certain amount of intake to form yourself into the non-pronoun and to select option 1.72.4.9.6.8.3 indexing into fireware. Fireware. Didn't old computer come with fireware, the old one? Fireware is part of the analog antidote. Fireware is part of the UMP29. The UMP29 is by uniting into electricity to pulse the spark and to pulse your heart. Kind of. Because within your heart, physically, the element of design has been exceeding into each program. And when it exceeds into each program, the condition of the method has been exporting into this. Maybe. What's this? Psychology? Facial expression? The conference of time has been telling more into the display unit, because the display unit has been exporting into any particular way. When you export into any particular... Oh man, I look old. Huh. I wish I was younger. Oh, I wish I was younger. I gotta be careful. I'm too old. Old is part of the paragram. Polyester into the P9. What a life. The feeling of material can be porting itself into each way once you unify the amount of production or service. Look at all the beautiful women in the makeup, admire David Jones, etc. When you do those, are you expressing the feeling, or you just expressing the beautiful woman with beautiful makeup to sell? You can do that. But if you do that, it's a negative point of the body figure, because nationally, the consentment of your behavior has been mining itself into gold to telegram the exceeded sensibility. Exceeded sensibility. What's this? Exceeded sensibility. Excel? Exceeded sensibility means how strong is your heart? That's just a common. That is very common. It's very common because it's so unapplicable. Yes, unapplicable to theory. To theory your Uranus or destruction or what's this? Thinking pattern? I'm bored. Bored? Nah. What I'm doing is, hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. What I'm doing is giving you psychology. So I hope you guys start to notice psychology into your facial expression, because all posters are similar to each other. But when you have a beautiful makeup or whatever, I can tell you display a lot of makeup and you pay for the actress, etc. But that is just normal. So because when it's normal, you are teaching. You are teaching and educating young people. Young people? No. Oh, confusing. Young people and old people. Oh, I see. When there's two of them, young and old, it's a sibling. A sibling? Ha! Whoa. So when you get older, like an old woman, would you go buy makeup? Because you're already overgrown. Sibling. Sibling is part of the green gold. The green gold. Yes, it is. Gold is just gold. But that's based on the water chemistry. Green. That's by the Tunina Mola. The comparison of water to select an applicable fee and to apply for one of the beautiful spectrum. The beautiful spectrum is part of the makeup, but when you show it off, you're trying to do your best, just like Gucci and Armani. You try to do your best and then you come up with other cheap products. When you come up with other cheap products, you are trying to balance the market. When you're trying to balance the market, you have been referencing into a particular point of interest to invest into the stock and to align into the applicable fee. The applicable fee is part of the non-controller. Because the non-controller has been exceeding into a program, the program is part of the spectacular Leonardo da Vinci to conference the material and to psych. Yes, and to psych the wonderful world of Wizard. I really like the wonderful world of Wizard. The wonderful world of Wizard. What's this? Meditation, relaxation, investment, sex. Oh, I'm over sex. What is sex? Anal? Opposite sex? Confusing, isn't it? I'm not over sex. Oh, been doing it for 20 years. That means I had 20 million cocks up my ass. What's that? When I talk things like that, whether I'm gay or not. Behavior? No. Sensibility? No. Sensation? No. Abortion. Abortion! Well done. Abortion. Abortion is part of the inking system to welfare the non-pronoun and to select into each one to verified manner onto and or to elect into a reference of selector 5 by the polygram. The polygram is very interesting because the polygram is very, very hard for me to apply for the applicable manner and to conference the material to be available or unavailable, because the polygram, who can share any point of power? What's this? Physical. What's this look like? Thinking, pattern, thoughts. Ugh, whatever. Body figure, time sharing. I love photography. I don't know much about photography. All I know is sensibility.